All right, friends. Class, class?
Yes.
Class, class?
Yes.
So really quickly, we are going to switch gears a little bit. We're going to be doing a little bit of science this morning. But before we do that, raise your hand if you know who your reading buddy is. Yeah, you should all know it, yeah? Okay. So really quickly, this should be done. I think we can do it in less than a minute. I think we can do it in less than a minute. So in a few seconds, we're all going to stand up, find our reading buddy, and sit down in a square. Get it? Good. All right, ready? Go. Find your reading buddy and sit in a square. Alright, Ren, who's your partner? Okay, so Ren and Ryan is behind here. Cadence, who's your partner? Oh no, I should be clapping. Okay, I think that definitely was less than a minute. I think that was pretty quick. Really quick. Oh, Ella, do you have a square to sit in? Gemma and Ella, can you sit in the green squares? That would be nice. Then you need to sit next to each other. So, everyone, I want you to point to your partner. Point to your partner. I want to see your partner, friend. Point to your partner. Gemma, come sit here if you want. All right. Okay, class? So we're going to pretend that we are scientists today. So can we put on our scientist hats? Click, click. Can we put on our scientist goggles? Click, click. Can we put on our scientist gloves? Click, click. Okay, so now we are scientists. Oh, take this one. Scientist shirts. Click. I'll take the one. Thank you. That's it. All right. So, sometime in the next few weeks, we are going to be observing and learning about how the sun affects our Earth. But before we start, I want to know what you already know about the sun. So raise your hand, not your voice. If you have something to share, what do you know about the sun already? The first question is, what is the sun? What in the world is the sun, Jack? So it's a star. That's correct. Yeah, the biggest star. Okay, who else? Looks like a pretzel. I'll call on people who are sitting. Scarlett, what is the sun? Ethan and Tucker, did you hear that? Scarlett said something really important. Scarlett said that it makes a shadow. That's her thinking. That's her thinking.
It actually does.
And Cadence, what do you think? What is the sun? It's bright and hot. Carter?
You can't live on it because it's too hot.
So you can finish that.
And it's so big of a planet that it could make every planet.
I think I have that same top in blue. Did you get that?
So you know what, friends? So we have different ideas here. Carter's idea is that the sun is a planet, you said?
No, you can't live on it.
You can't live on it like a planet, right? Like you can't live on it like Earth because it's too hot. And Jack thinks that it's a star. And Scarlett thinks we're doing what we think right now. And Scarlett thinks it makes a shadow on the Earth, right?
And I said it.
Yeah, and Cadence too. So the next question is, what does the sun do? Some of you kind of answered that already.
Okay, there's going to be a hard question. I'm going to answer.
Oh, thank you, Grant, for raising your hand. The sun sun keeps us warm. Ethan, Tucker. So Grant says it keeps us warm. And Liliana, what else does the sun do? It keeps us safe. Okay, and Yusuf, what do you think? It makes light, so it keeps us warm. Makes light. Colton, thank you for sitting and reading.
Without the sun, everybody would not be alive.
Can you explain that? Without the sun, nothing would be alive?
Without the sun, nobody would be alive.
Nobody. So only would plants be alive, Colton?
Actually, yes. Yes.
Oh, I'm asking
yes.
Colton. Would animals be alive, Colton?
Yes.
Let's think about that. What do you think, Scarlett?
The sun keeps us alive.
Plants and what Colton said, humans and animals. Annabella?
The sun keeps itself being hot.
The sun stays very hot, right? Does anyone know how hot?
Ooh.
That's tricky. I don't think I even know. Lexi, do you know how hot?
Really hot.
Really, really hot. You know, if someone went on the, hands down, if someone went on the sun and measured how hot it was, they would never come back. So maybe we don't know how hot it is because then we wouldn't come
I know
back.
how to measure it. Just send the satellite to put a thermometer into the sun.
And then bring it back?
But then you have the satellite back, and then you actually have a cable to it, so you can see how hot the sun is.
Oh. Maybe you should do that in the future, Mr. Colton, the astronaut. Wow. Okay, let's move on, hands down. Good thinking. So, next question. Let's see how well you guys know a lot about the sun. Ethan, I'm waiting for you to sit. I'm not going to call on you if you're doing that. What kind of energy do we get from the sun? Kind of was talked about before. What kind of energy? Ethan, thank you for waiting quietly.
I know there's I know there's actually one time there's very
Facing the front, please.
there's dinosaurs and that there's no planets, and when they all got too dry, and when after that there's a huge exploding star, and all the planets come. The first one was I think.
Wow, that's a lot of that. But Ethan, the question was, what kind of energy do we get from the sun? Facing forward, please. Annabella. What do we get from the sun? Some people already kind of answered this. What do we get from the sun? What do we get from the sun? Andrew.
Electricity.
Do we get electricity?
Yeah.
Then we would be. I don't think electricity.
No, the sun reflects into a
Right.
solar panel, and then it sends vitamin D.
Vitamin D.
No.
Get your graders out for Ryan. Vitamin D.
My
That's
dad's
so
a scientist.
true. Whoa.
He told me.
Nice thinking. Scarlett, what else do we get from the sun? What kind of energy? Yeah, it's kind of like what Yusuf was saying too.
Wait,
Heat energy, light energy, vitamin D is kind of the same thing as
Reyes,
light.
there's something nobody knows about yet. There's these green lines around the sun and sunspots and these fireballs that come to Earth and when they can die.
Whoa.
And that would happen to us.
Friends, sitting up like kindergarten. All right, friends. So, you guys offered some awesome ideas. 1, 2, 3, eyes on me.
1, 2, eyes on you.
Oh, I don't see everyone's eyes on me. 1, 2, 3, eyes on me.
1, 2, eyes on you.
All right. So one day, I actually went outside to your playground, and I looked around, and I walked around looking at what I could see, and I made a few observations, and I actually drew what I saw and what we're gonna do in science throughout this lesson, or not this lesson, but in the next few weeks. We're gonna learn how the sun affects our playground. But before we do that, I need your help to label my drawing. Just so you know, this is just a broad drawing. It's just a broad drawing. It might be missing some things. It doesn't have the exact number of
I
trees.
see it.
It doesn't have the exact number of snack tables. But we're not going to add to the drawing. We're just going to label what we have, okay? So raise your hand, not your voice, if you have something to add to help me label this drawing. 3, 2, 1. Voila!
You draw good.
Do you like it?
Yeah.
Okay, raise your hand, not your voice. What can we add? What can we label? Jack, name a thing.
S-U-N.
What? Sun. That's the most important thing. S-U-N, sun. Okay, anything else? Lily. Tree? Okay. Tree. Gemma.
Monkey bars.
Monkey bars. Good. Okay, who else? Sitting quietly. Crisscross. Loop. Swing. Good job. Our playground's so lucky we actually have 4 swings, but I couldn't draw all of them. Yusuf? Trash can. Where's the trash can?
Right there.
Oh, that's not. Oh, that's not a trash can. It's actually something that. Yeah, it's a water fountain. Oh no, is my drawing bad, Yusuf?
No, it's good.
It's actually a water fountain. Okay, anyone else? Good job. Good job. Grant? Slide.
How about this?
And Tucker.
Sandbox.
Sandbox. Okay, like the sand.
Oh yeah.
We'll call it a sand pit, okay? Sand pit, okay. Looks like a pretzel. D'Artagnan.
Oh gosh.
Hopscotch? Yeah. So when I was thinking hopscotch, I meant to say like concrete. Does that make sense?
No, I don't want that.
Well, the other ones, because when we touch a hopscotch, we're going to label it concrete because it's made out of concrete, right?
No.
Well, it's painted on the concrete.
No, it can be chalk too.
Oh, like you can make it?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll draw that for now. So hopscotch. Hopscotch. Okay, anyone else? Good one, D'Artagnan. Ren. What kind? Like snack tables, right?
And lunch tables if you eat your lunch there.
Ella? Grass. And
There's one more thing.
Annabella?
Toilet. The toilet outside. That is the toilet.
Toilet. Like this?
The bathroom.
The bathroom? Okay.
It's not a bathroom. That's where we
Because
go
we're not
in.
going to go inside. Well, how about we can label it building? Does that make sense?
No.
Building.
Bathroom. No bathroom. No bathroom.
Okay, anyone else? Anyone else? Raise your hand, not your voice.
Building.
Raise your hand, not your voice. See it.
It could be where we go.
Rocks.
Why?
Nice one. And loop.
Lion.
Slide. Oh, we have the slide. Hold on. And Elena. Sky. Yeah, let's label the sky. What else? Evelyn. Yes. Yeah. So I'm gonna label it a rubber mat. Rubber mat. Yeah, it's like the mat under the playground. It's a little bit squishy, right?
It's made of little rubber
Yeah, like little rubber mat. Colton, I love how you're sitting. Let's add to this. Bridge. Where's the bridge? This?
No, underneath it.
Underneath.
That's monkey bug.
How about we can say top of playground? Because it's like, yeah, let's put top of playground. Top of the
Top on top.
If there's a top of the playground, what's on the bottom of it? I'll label that too.
But that's not the very bottom. The very bottom is down where the water fountain is. That bottom.
Okay, let's see. We're almost done. What about this? What about this, friends?
The curve on the
Well, we're missing some pieces. Looks like a pretzel. Lexi.
Bucket.
Bucket. Yeah. Bucket. Wow, we have some good listeners
You
here.
forgot to put the curve on the part of the bottom of the plate.
What do you mean?
The curve. The little curve for the S. For the F. The F one?
Like this?
Yeah.
You don't like my X. Sorry, I'm writing too fast. Okay, let's see. Austin?
The shovel.
Shovel. And it looks like there's one left.
A box.
Ethan.
Sandbox.
Sandbox. We kind of put that already.
Oh.
What about what's inside the sandbox?
Sand.
And what about la 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 la? Looks like a pretzel. I'm waiting for you, Jameson. Jameson.
There's two monkey buttons.
Oh, I just drew one. Kind of like how this swings. I wanted to draw a few, but what else? Lily? Ren? Yeah, it's kind of like a roof over the sand.
No, it's actually called It's called tent.
Okay. All right. Great job. Great job. All right.
Why is it a roof?
Okay. So we came up with a bit.
It says roof.
I need to go back to kindergarten and fix my F's, right?
I
I am in kindergarten. All right, friends. So we came up with a very detailed drawing. You guess what? Guess what? Guess what? Guess what? You are sitting with your partners, and the goal of this lesson is you are going to get a copy of this drawing with your partners. And well, this was pretty detailed. So the one you're gonna get, it's gonna look a little bit different. Like I'll show you what you're gonna get. It's pretty much the same, but you were more detailed. You put bucket, shovel, sky. I just put sand toys. So it'll look pretty much the same. That's okay. And in your partners, listening ears on, this is very important. In your partners, you're gonna work together, D'Artagnan. You're gonna work together to think about how the sun affects your playground.
What's the S?
All right? So, I want you to think, on a sunny day, imagine it was today and you were to go outside. Do you think, if you were to feel different areas of the playground, do you think it would be the same temperature? So say if Carter touches the sand and touches the slide, will it be the same temperature? If Lily touches the water fountain and touches the hot concrete, do you think it'll be at the same temperature?
No.
If D'Artagnan goes outside and plays with the rocks and someone's touching the grass, will it be the same temperature? Think about it. Think about it in your head. So, let's just have some ideas right now. There's no right or wrong answer. Which areas do you think will be hotter than others? Which areas will be hotter than others, Carter?
The slide will be hotter than the sand because if the sun is mostly going towards the slide, it could get the slide hotter than the sand.
So who's your partner, Carter? Okay, so he's thinking about this.
I was on a slide, it was very hot, and when I put in the sandbox, it was kind
You're using your experience. Awesome. So your partner's listening to your ideas too. Scarlett, who's your partner? Lily? She's listening. What do you think? Which areas do you think will be hotter? So Carter thinks the slide will be hotter than sand, but who knows? You guys might have different ideas, right, Ethan? Sitting up, let's look at the bar. What do you think? At the table, do you think so? Okay. What do you think, Lily? in the water. Good thinking. Okay, friends. Ready? Sea check. Ooh. Ooh. That shocked me how fast that was. I think. How many plurals do we have? Oh, we have pretty a lot. Ready? Sea check. Oh. Ay, that was quick. Let's try again later. Let's try. I think you were expecting it that time. Colton, that's not what we do. That's not what we do. Okay, next question. What do you think? Which areas of the playground will be cooler? Colder or cooler? Colton? The grass? So you think the grass will be cooler than the swing? Nice thinking. Is Grant your partner? Yes. Okay, so Grant's thinking about that too. Jack, is Jameson your partner? Okay, so what do you think will be cooler? Interesting. So it's kind of different than what Carter was saying. Carter, right? Okay, hands down. Hands down. So, in your partners, you are going to be thinking about how the sun affects different areas of the playground. And one of the partners, excuse me, Tucker, one partner is going to be receiving a blue crayon, and the other partner will be receiving a red crayon. So what do you think the blue represents?
Like this.
What do you think the blue represents? Hold on, I need everyone sitting up, like a pretzel, hands in your lap. Thank you. Lily, what do you think the partner with the blue crayon, what do you think this represents? The cold and cool area. So I'm not going to click on your Gemma, what about the red? What do you think the red will represent? Hot. Yeah, okay. Yeah. So, okay, hands down. So in your partners, you are going to work together. This is very important. Work together. D'Artagnan facing me. You'll have time with Carter later. He's your partner, but you need to face me for direction. With your partner, you're going to work together and talk and discuss about which areas should you draw blue and which areas should you color red. Alright? So this is very important. When we're doing this activity, so say here, I like how these two partners were listening to me the whole time. So Yusuf, you are the blue. And Luke, you're hot, 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 hot. Okay, so when Yusuf and Luke are working together, is Luke gonna ever touch Yusuf's blue crayon? Is he ever gonna take it and do his work for him? What about Yusuf? If Yusuf notices that Luke might need help, is he gonna take the red crayon and do it for him? No. Your crayon is yours and you're working together. So it should be equal amount of work together, right? Okay, and also another thing. What do you get when we mix blue and red together? Purple. I do not want to see purple on this paper, so it's either going to be blue or red. I shouldn't see the slide that's blue and then Luke's saying, no, I think it's red, so then they color over it. The point is you have to talk about it before you color. So Luke might say, hey Yusuf, I think that this slide is going to be hot. What do you think? He says, oh yeah, I agree. And then he'll color it, right? He's not just going to do it by himself. He needs to ask his partner first, because this is yours. Okay. So, collaboration. Friends, let's all say the word. Collaboration. Collaboration. What does that word mean? That's a big word. What does collaboration mean, Tucker? Working together. That's very important. Okay? Alright, another thing. When you get your paper, I want to know who colors what. So once you get your crayon, I'm gonna pass them out. Once you get your crayon on the back, you're gonna write your name in the crayon that you colored with, so I know. Okay. Also, let's see. Oh, also, you don't have to color the whole thing, because the sky, you can't tell if it's hot or cold. The sky is hot or cold, right? So you're not really gonna color every little piece. And the grass, you don't really need to color the whole thing. Maybe just like a little piece. Because I want to make sure I see what you're trying to say, right? Because I'm gonna look at this and inspect your thinking, okay? And the concrete, it's a lot, so you're not gonna color the entire background. Just like maybe what you think, maybe the hopscotch, things like that. Okay? Let's see, am I missing
You get what you
anything
get and you
else?
don't throw it.
I think we are ready. Also, after this, when everyone's done, I'm going to be taking some of the partners. I'm going to be watching. I'm going to be taking some of the partners and asking them some questions in the side room, just so you can get a chance to explain to me what you think with your partner. Get it?
Got it.
Good. Get it, get it?
Got it.
Good, good.
Good.
All right, so I'm going to go around and pass around your crayon. Make sure whatever you get is yours. You protect it.
You get what you get and you don't throw it.
Okay, so Scarlett, you are blue.
Okay, you two boys can go because you have your hands.
And Red and Ryan, your partner, are they sharing? Yes.
Good.